that is our primary tool, and of course, our verbal judo. So those are our primary tools. Our self-defense mechanism would be handcuffs, and it would be pepper spray. And those are only for self-defense mechanisms, only for our safety. They're not intended to be used as a first resource. I don't think that we will find, unless we feel like we're in a particular danger or we're about to be in a very aggressive situation or we fear for our lives, that's the moment that would come out. But our intention is not like we have the same rules as any citizen. So did that answer your question?
To some degree, I just want to give you a backstory that 3 people were killed in Venice in 2015. 2 of them were escalations of private security.
Becky?
Hi. So I have a couple of things. First of all, I'm really concerned about the use of private security in public space. I've worked my entire career and worked downtown for quite a while and had really awful experiences with bid security. So I want to say 2 things. First of all, I think you should explicitly tell the group now up front that you don't have the power to move anyone along and you can't enforce any laws, because I've heard those terminologies now, and that's an expectation that we do if you don't say you actually don't have that power and authority. I think you could do really good, safe, and interesting things in the community if you don't take that approach and take a different approach. So I'd actually like to know what you're going to do differently here in Venice than you've done in your other bids that would focus on community safety, not illegal enforcement of laws, and not an over-concentration of your efforts around homelessness, which will always come up as like the issue for security, and I don't think it is. And so I just want to know, I would like for you to clarify your power, and it's not to move people along and not to enforce any laws at all, actually.
I'll defer to Susanna to answer the portion of that question I think that really pertains to her, but I want this room to know. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you.
Oh, no, we're going to do differently. And then I also would love for you guys to actually do sort of a get to know you accountability session with homeless and low-income folks in the neighborhood who've had issues with security guards before, so you can hear directly from them their safety needs as well.
So for context, I want this room to know, this bid is not being modeled after another bid.
Why don't you let her answer the questions?
John,
don't
disrupt the meeting.
Azucena does not have the context to answer a portion of this question. I'm answering the portion of the question that she does not have the
You
context
don't
to
want
answer.
anybody else.
But she's rolling out next week.
John, I'm going to ask you to stop disrupting the meeting.
So Azucena has not worked for another bid. She's not coming to this with a pre-programmed idea of another bid. Allow me to finish, Becky, please. This bid, we have listened to the concerns of the stakeholders, and we are designing a program that reflects the majority consensus of what we hear. So I hope that you will reserve judgment and that you will not assume that this bid is going to be something else that you may have known before. And I hope you will look at us and evaluate our actual work on the ground in the community.
Okay, but I still going to ask the questions because that's what I'm concerned.
Okay, so I understand your concern. I've heard all those terrible stories. I've read them all before I came on. And yes, we don't have the power to move anyone. We're not going to touch anyone. But we can certainly encourage them, and we want to build a rapport with them. So what we want to do coming in is build a rapport with all that population. And to the point where, you check in with them every day. Good morning. See, how are you? How are you doing? Come on, you need to move it along. Because you know what's going to happen. Other people drive by, they're going to come by, and they're going to ask you to move. And, so it's that building of the rapport that but yes, you're right. I cannot outright say that I have all the powers to move them, but I'm not really here to do that. I'm here to try to help change behaviors and correct those behaviors, and hopefully over time we're starting to see a change. Yes, we need to give us a little bit of time. We will see a difference, but we will need a little bit of time to move forward with that.
And would you then meet with folks who I think will be much a target of your work before you start the relationship program, so you get their perspective?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Ms. Nicole Siskin.
Oh, Nicole's not here. She had to leave, so she gave me her question. My name's Larry Perloff. I wanted to know a couple of things. On the patrols, like, are they going to be random or regularly scheduled? And what if people don't leave? And you're kind of answering that. You don't have the power to force them to leave. You're going to deal with it more on a personal level, and I think that's a good idea, frankly. That's what we do, and that seems to be the most effective. But then what about their stuff? If people leave their junk on the sidewalk, can you guys take it away, or what happens then? And what about if there's a confrontation or altercation? Do you guys call the police right away? I heard you're going to have Mason's handcuffs for self-defense, but what if you see two other guys fighting? What happens?
Okay, so, and to answer the first question, yes, our patrol will be random, and they're just going to be from point A to point B. There will be a strategic pattern, but not one that will be so noticeable that eventually Steve on the block is going to be like, I know they're going to be back in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
So yes, there'll be some random, but there is some strategy to that. Secondly, in the event that there is like a confrontation and starts to escalate and is out of our scope of our control, then yes, that is exactly what we would call 911. But the purpose of the safety team is to observe and to report. And so as many details as we can take so that we can convey that information to LAPD, making it maybe more successful in the event that it turns out to be arrest. I mean, I don't know that. I can't make that call. But then the more information we give them, that better the outcome may be.
Okay, so you'll call the police, basically?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
you're not going to confront anybody doing stuff?
No, I don't, no, not correct.
Okay, and then what about when people leave their stuff on the street? Gear, backpacks, tents?
I think at this point, there's made a very good point that we will be working hand in hand, and we can't physically touch anything, but certainly we can contact the right, personnel, 311, or whatever it is. Or, I mean, if my safety team identifies something that may have been abandoned, and then after they're going there for 2 to 3 days, they see that it's still abandoned, at that point, you can make the call to say, it's abandoned property, and we can start the process.
Okay, so like, will you guys document that, take pictures with dates and all that? So
Yes, there will be documentation, absolutely.
Okay, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rick Garvey.
I wanted to hear a little bit more about the handcuffs for self-defense. What are your rules of engagement? Like, how do you use handcuffs for self-defense? I can understand pepper spray if someone's coming at you and you use pepper spray.
Well,
I'd like to hear more about the handcuffs.
sure. So in this scenario, if I want to use the pepper spray, and I'm going to have to explain it, that would be the moment that I would use the handcuffs.
So you said before you can't enforce rules, but you're going to try detaining people?
If someone came at me aggressively and was charging me and I had to pepper spray them in self-defense, then yes, I would detain them. I mean, you can detain them yourself. I mean, you can.
I'm trying to understand what you guys are going to do.
Right, so that's my answer to that. Yeah, we would be using handcuffs to detain them until LAPD.
And because it's your discretion, you feel threatened, then you get to act with force.
That's correct.
Okay, John Okulick.
Okay, I have a few questions for you. I'd like to know how much you're being paid as a private contractor. First, I'd like to know what your liability insurance is, whether it's your own liability insurance or is it part of the bids. I would like to know if your people here that work for you have been screened by the police department. And there have been guns evident from the homeless. If one of your people is shot and killed, what happens?
I can only answer part of that question. I'd like to answer it first. So our officers do get a thorough screening, a background check, first from LA Universal and then from LAPD. So no one that is working at the bid can have any kind of criminal record unless LAPD has approved it. So we actually have to apply for a bike permit, and in order to do that, they need to go through that thorough process. As far as what the contract states, I guess that would be a question for the board.
I'm asking you.
I can't answer that for you, I'm sorry.
You don't know what you're being paid?
John?
I don't want to hear from you, please. I'm asking her a question.
This is an appropriate question for management. Azucena's salary.
I'm part of your corporation. I can ask this question to her, and she should be able to answer it. You're a public
John,
corporation.
John, we're going to field out. Hold on.
John, Azucena's salary is built into the overall contract with Allied. It is not an identified figure.
Just like your salary. Just like the $400,000 from last year you spent?
John, we're starting treasurer's reports next month.
Let's,
Right, now you're stonewalling again.
let's
And I
move
don't, and
on
these
to
questions are not for
John.
you.
We're in a safety presentation, John.
Tad,
I'm not going to entertain.
I want to know
John,
what
we're getting
happens
to-
when somebody gets injured and you're sued. Who are you going to sue? You're going to sue us?
And Allied maintain liability insurance.
Again, I'm asking her.
Answer.
She should know these
John,
questions.
hold on a second. We're trying to answer your question. We got to listen.
I'm asking her.
Tad, we discuss insurance.
Sure.
Okay.
And thanks for the question. My name is Tad Garvey, and I'm the Government Services Representative for Allied in the Southwest United States. And Allied maintains a very, very robust insurance program. If one of our officers were to, or safety team members were to get hurt anywhere on any job, it isn't, our job isn't to come and sue the bid people. If there was an individual involved that hurt us, they would be considered liable, just like any other citizen that hurt any other citizen. But we do maintain a very robust insurance policy. I know there were very specific parameters when the bid put the safety team services out for bid. There were certain insurance limits that were specified, and we are matching or exceeding all of those limits that were asked.
Have you been indemnified by these people?
Have we been indemnified?
Yes, as a
Well,
corporation.
actually, on the flip side, we actually indemnified the bid for our actions. So if there's something that we do that is wrong, we've indemnified the bid so that the bid doesn't get in trouble for our negligent acts. if
That's
that
these
makes
people
sense.
here. What about what about the property owners?
We're dealing with the bid. I mean, the property owners would be just like